Memories. Delete, forget, erase. Olena Makarenko.
To be or not to be? That is the question. But it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows. The slings and arrows. Sorry, I forgot it. Just when I was telling it for the last time, I also forgot this line, and now I remember that I once forgot it, and I forgot it again. That is exactly what's going on when we collect our failures in mind. I read it at one psychological book. The author was given an example with a football player who couldn't manage to score a goal at the very last moment. The player has enough skills, he knows how to do it, and he actually almost did it. But at the last moment, his conscience reminds him about his previous mistake, and now his muscles, obedient to the mind, do the same mistake again. You can check this theory. Who of you likes to play mobile games games on your mobile phones? Recently, I started to play games for brains. For example, at one of them, I need to calculate numbers on speed. And I've noticed that every time when I make a mistake and remember it, I continue to make mistakes again and again. But when I just go on forgetting about the failure, I make records. You can check it at home. But sometimes other people put bad thoughts, bad information about ourselves in our mind. Bad information or useless. For example, you are a terrible singer, or you can't dance, or you're not able to do anything except accounting. These people are our parents, Soviet school teachers, or just another teachers. My class teacher taught music, and so that every person in the class was obliged to sing in the choir. The only way you could have escape was to go to another school or better class, or to make a big scandal, or to pretend that you are dead. The teacher told me that I could only sing with, as she called it, with a first number voice, like, oh. I believed it, and when I was trying to sing Bidva or Akanelzi while playing a guitar, I also did it with this squeaky voice. Once my mom heard it and asked, why are you singing like that? Is there another way to do it? Yeah. What? Normal. Normal. I have never thought about it before. Since that time, I enjoy normal singing. Not for the crowd, not for the stages, but just for myself. If I didn't forget all this stuff about first number voice, probably by that time I would never open my mouth to sing. The situation is harder when another person is actively involved in things we are trying to forget. Because we people so like to collect bad words once said to us, to repeat unfair situation which happened to us, to feel angry. Am I right? One of my previous dance partners taught me one thing. As you know, it's almost impossible to dance together and to not have fights. It starts like, you don't listen to me, you push me too hard, and goes on to, go find a job, go find a girlfriend. Sometimes we have so big fights that he could have disappeared for a week or two, and I would have not talked to him for a few classes in a row. After one big fight, I thought that I will never talk to this person again. But that time, he changed the strategy. The next day he called and said like nothing has happened. Hi, today I'll be a little bit late, just to let you know. I was thinking, but we had a fight, man. However, I was so surprised that the only thing I could have said was, okay. When the situation repeated, I decided to forget all offenses. Not to pretend that I have forgotten and continue to remind about them in any convenient moment. But I actually erased it from my memory, forever. Life became easier. And with the partner, we even became friends at some point. So, why should we let our bad memories to prevent us from building a relationship, from being successful, from enjoying life or singing if we are free to forget them? And in a conclusion, I want to read this again. To be or not to be? That is the question. But it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles, and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep, no more. And by a sleep to say we end the headaches and the thousand natural shocks which our body flesh is heir to. 'Tis the consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep.